All right, welcome to the Runners Podium. So honored and grateful to have Benjamin Saah on the podcast today. Ben is a running coach, ultra runner, real great leader in our running community here in New York City. And I know at one point you did 22 marathons in 22 weeks. You've done all kinds of crazy stuff, but really I love your positive and motivational message on IG and everything that you offer for runners out there. So thank you so much for joining.
Thanks, David, for the invitation. I'm so excited to get the opportunity to keep spreading some positive words out there, and more importantly, spread some message about running without getting in a lot of trouble, a lot of injury situations. So hopefully we can change some minds about strength training and training smart today.
Yeah, exactly. I see that's a big message from you, is how to properly run and train for a marathon without injuring yourself and taking yourself out of the game.
Yes. It's something that I'm very passionate about, because I know a lot of us, we all run for some reason, right? And it's a very easily accessible sport that we are fortunate to get into. So again, for me, my goal is to try to help people do this in a way that it doesn't take them out of the game, so they can continue to take advantage of running to fulfill whatever desire or whatever it is that got them to running to begin with. So if we do it right, we will have the ability to do it for as long as possible.
That's what it is. Awesome. So yeah, in the podcast, we run through 8 categories. And let's start with the first one, Benjamin. What were your top 3 most memorable running moments?
Oh, that's a very good question. So I would say the first one will probably be my first run ever, my first race here in Central Park. So I had worked for New York Road Runners since 2009, and I never knew what they were doing because I got in there with data entry background, so I didn't know what they were doing. So when I realized they were into racing business, I signed up for my first race. So that will probably be my first memorable running experience, signing up for a race, showing up in Central Park. I believe it was a 4-miler. I don't remember the exact name, and just being part of something, it just changed the way I thought about racing or running, I would say, because you would think running is just showing up and doing your own thing, but when you're doing it with a whole lot of other people, there's something special about it. So that would be the first one. And the second one will probably be my first ultra marathon, my first 60K. That also happened in Central Park. And what made this special was because I hadn't run anything more than 18 miles. This was 2014, I'm sorry. I haven't run a marathon. I haven't run anything more than 18. And then I signed up for 60K, and we showed up. We learned the hard way, but we found a way to get through it. And the reason why that was a special or memorable run is because of how we ended the race, right? We almost quit on it. We almost gave it up at some point, but somehow we found a way to continue to run it and finished it. And I would say that was a turning point in my running experience, because I came to this conclusion that if I'm able to get through this run with all the pain that I was feeling and all the mental fight that I went through, I can conquer any other run, and also bring it into my daily life. Like whatever I face in life, I'll be able to get through it. That is number 2. And then the last one will be my first New York City marathon. I have worked it for the last 10, 11 years, and having the opportunity to run it for the first time was such a memorable and an incredible experience. So those are the top 3 memorable runs for me.
I love those, man. What about your top 3 running shoes, your go-to running shoes, race, maybe your daily trainers, whatever.
Um, so I would say first, I wouldn't have a specific model, but I have used Asics when I first started running. I used Asics, and then I moved on to New Balance, and then I ended up with Ons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so the reason is because when I work at New York Road Runners, the sponsors were Aces at the time that I was there, so I get AC shoes. So I found a way to make it work for me, and then New Balance came along, and I got some New Balance, and then I had the opportunity to work with On in some capacity, and I had the opportunity to use on shoes. So Asics, New Balance, on. Um, they all have great shoe options. So I would say the most important thing is making sure whatever you go with comfort first, and I guess the aesthetics next. So make sure it fit right, you feel comfortable in it, and then go with the aesthetics. So those are the three.
Nice. Yeah, I love New Balance.
Running advice. So don't allow. Yeah, New Balance are good. They have a whole lot of different options that I think anybody with any type of running form can get something that will fit them.
All right, so it sounds like maybe your 60K first one applied to this, but what about your top 3 running moments that didn't go as planned?
Ooh. Top three, I would say again the 60K was the first one. I went in without proper training. I will be honest about that. And I finished it. I had the strength to go into it. Um, but the amount of pain that I felt, I've never experienced. I've never experienced it before, so it definitely didn't go the way I had planned. Um, the next one will be Berlin. About 2 years ago, I went there with a very ambitious goal, but in the middle of the training, I got a knee accident playing soccer with my son. I
Oh
thought
no.
I had got through it, but I showed up on race day. I did what I wanted to do, nice and easy, the first half marathon, and then wanted to pick it up at the second half, and my knees didn't want to budge, so I had to be responsible. I had to listen to the body, and then we pulled back and just had fun with it. So that was also a little bit disappointing, but I knew I'm in this for a long time, so I pulled back. We respected the body. We came back home, did what we had to do, and now we are on a positive trend. And then the last one, you asked for three, right?
Yeah.
The last one, let me think. What's the last one? Oh, the last one is a trail mountain racing. It's a
Oh
trail
wow.
trail mountain run. This was in Switzerland. So I had Asian trail mix. I'm sure you've heard about them here. I was fortunate they invited me to the first trail mountain races in Utah, and I joined them. I fell in love with the format of that run, so I signed up for another one in Switzerland. This was when I was with On, and it's the most painful shorter distance I've ever run in my life, because you're going up to the ski mountains. Um, to the peak of it, and then you have to run down. So going up there, you haven't I haven't felt my muscle being pulled in the way that run challenged my body. So I would say the third one would be the Engelberg Trail Mountain Racing with Cirque Series.
Wow, it sounds epic though.
It was amazing experience, but the
Tough.
view from up there was beautiful. But to get up there to get that view, you have to pay the price.
Exactly. Exactly. What about your top 3 pieces of essential gear outside of shoes?
Ooh, definitely short. I hate shaving, so I hate to shave. So and unfortunately, I'm kind of have a different build. So for me, making sure you have comfortable, whether it's a long tight, it's something that is comfortable. It's a long short tight, long tight, something comfortable. So short is always an essential for me. I would say hydration gadget or water bottle, something that you can comfortably hold on to. Um, I don't like to run with a lot of things on me, so I'm very particular what I have in my hands. If it's too bulky, I find myself grabbing it too hard to a point that my shoulders start to hurt from it. So definitely comfortable shorts that will make sure you know shaving, hydration, whether it's comfortable water bottle you can hold in your hands or you can wear around your waist that it's not bouncing all over the place. And I would say the most important one would be socks. At least for me, I would say because if your socks is not it's not breathable enough or it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, and you're on a long run or a long race, it's going to be a very comfortable experience or a long day for you. So those are the top three: shorts, water bottle, and for your hydration, and socks for your feet.
Got you, man. Okay, what about your top 3 running pet peeves, whether it's run culture or just about training or social media, anything like that?
Top three, you said? Oh, uh, I think super shoes are overrated. That is number one. I believe in stronger body can take on whatever you throw at it. I would say get stronger first. So when see people like going crazy about, oh, have you got it this shoes, can you get this next one? For me, and I try to allow people to get in the moment and enjoy,
Mhm.
the shoes and everything. But in my opinion, I think super shoes overrated. I would say get your body stronger first. That is one.
Cool.
Number two, I think people overdo with carb loading. People go crazy with overdoing with the carb loading. Like what you don't do during your training. I don't see the point of it's Friday night, Saturday night, leading to race day on Sunday, like going crazy with all the pizza you can find. If you enjoy pizza with your training. For 16 weeks, your body will get used to it. So on race weekend, when you eat it, your body say, okay, this is something we've been doing for 16 weeks,
Mhm.
15 weeks, however long you've been training. So we can handle it. Not wait until like race weekend and go crazy with all the pasta and the rice and the pizza. Like I
Mhm.
think that is another another one. And finally, let me think. Finally, people. I think people are getting too fixated on all these 6 stars. Like every now and then, people say, "Oh, have you run Boston?" I said, "I haven't run Boston." So, so what? Yeah, people just going too crazy with all the 6 stars. If you don't have the 6 stars, somehow you're not allowed to have any conversation about running. So that is the third one. You can be. I've been running since 2011, and I don't have a 6 star. So what? I see people come and go. I'm still here,
Yep.
so you don't have to get too caught up with 6 star. There's so many beautiful running experiences out there
Totally.
you can take on and still be called a runner. So The
Yeah,
six.
the majors are awesome, but there's many, many other incredible other races and marathons out in the world that aren't the majors. I hear you. There is a bit of a fixation.
Yeah.
And also I think for you, maybe a pet peeve, an honorable mention just from I know like listening to you on socials is people thinking they have to ramp up their mileage too quick, right? That's something you warn runners a lot about.
100%. And it's all capacity, load management situation when it comes to running. So I always use these professional African professional runners. Their body is somewhat conditioned for this a lot of load. They've been running since they were born, if I may say. So their body is used to that. And then everyday person like me, who work in the office, never ran a lot of mileage in their lives, and then they sign up for a marathon, and they say, "Oh, I'm gonna start running 5 times a week or 6 times a week, and then continue with my normal life. Go have the happy hour, do this and do that." And then all of a sudden, your body starts to scream at you, said, "What are you doing to me right now?" I'm gonna shut you down right now. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think the problem is a lot of mileage. I think the problem people have is lack of consistency, to
Yeah.
stay consistent with the small runs that they can do. Because if you can do just even 2 runs per week, and you keep doing it consistently and progressively over time, I think consistency, lack of patience is what causes a lot of problem, because people are not patient enough to do those small runs long enough to see the benefit of it. Because if you do 2 runs per week, stay consistent with it, be patient with it long enough, you definitely reap some benefit. You get stronger, you minimize any unnecessary injuries, and you get better at it. But if you overload yourself, too much too soon, too fast too soon, then you get in trouble. Your body said, "I don't like what you're doing to me." So we're gonna force you to slow it down, and hence injuries. And people say, "Oh, running is not for me." No, running is for everybody. It's just how you're going about it is what's causing the problem.
Yeah, you got to build that strong foundation.
100%. If you're not, if you're not, I say you can do that. Go to the gym. Condition the body so the body has bigger capacity to take on all this running, or stay patient and work at it long enough. To reap the benefit. I don't, I've seen a lot of people come and go, and they all chase the 6 stars. They say, "Oh, I want to get 6 stars in 1 year." So okay, good luck. But if you just want to call it a career after your 6 stars, you can go for it. And again, I hate to sound negative, but I just want people to understand that the body, it's a body, your tendons, your ligament, your bones, your joint, their capacity for everything. And if you go way above the capacity, something is gonna break. So
Yeah, man.
I hope people hear us and tone it down a little bit and stay present and keep working at it. And it's beautiful. Like for me, another thing, like if I accomplish everything right now, then what is it there left for me to do? Next year and next month. So
Yeah. Patience.
I'm just enjoying the process. So every year
Love it.
there's something new I can tackle, and that gives me
Totally.
something to work towards. The last one will be Boston. I'm waiting till I get a little bit more older, so
Yeah,
we can qualify.
I hear you. What about your top three favorite races that you've run?
That I've run so far. Definitely New York City, hands down. Berlin was amazing, and then I would say the first Cirque series, the first trail mountain racing that I did in Utah. I believe it's Alta, Utah. I haven't seen the scene that beautiful, So those would be my top three. New York City, just because of the energy. Berlin, similar feeling as New York, but it's a different country.
Sure.
Yeah, and then Cirque Series is like the views when you get to this top of the mountain is something you see in photos, and I didn't know anything like that exists in real life. So those would be my
Yeah.
top three.
Yeah, Utah is incredible. What about, that kinda dovetails in just your top 3 favorite places to run?
Who favorite places to run here in the city or
Anywhere in the world.
uh,
Memorable, like, places that
when,
you just love.
yeah, whenever I travel, I try to Central Park. I would say I've done it too many times, so probably will not make the list. But uh, I will bring back the Alta Utah location again. Those two
Mhm.
sections that I've run, one in Utah, one in Engelberg, Switzerland.
Switzerland, yeah, man.
Um, those were amazing, and then the last one probably will go between. Let me think. Everywhere I go, I run. So I ran
Yeah.
on the street of Prague, which I thought it was incredible. Instead of tagging along with tour buses, I just put on my running shoes, put on my running clothes, and just ran to different tourist attraction in Prague. So I would
That's
say those
awesome.
those two series, and then Prague. I also ran in Amsterdam when I was there, Berlin when I was going to the Shaker run. I didn't take the train. I ran through the city to get to the location. So I would say it's mostly the places outside New York City that I have gone to, but the top two will be the Cirque Series, Utah, Switzerland, and then Prague.
Awesome. Yeah, it's the best way to see a city. I'm the same way. It's the best way to check out a city. Just put
Yeah,
on your running shoes and
yeah.
go check it out.
That
What about your
that is
top
one of the
3,
benefits I was gonna say of
yeah.
being a runner or knowing how to run.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What about your top 3 recovery tools or foods?
Recovery tools. Ooh. Um, when it comes to tools, honestly, I keep it on the very minimal. I'm not. I believe in the simple stuff. So I definitely do foam rolling. I believe in foam rolling. A lot of people say it doesn't make a difference, but I find it very very beneficial, especially if you know what you're doing with it. If you're not running away from the pain it's causing you, it's definitely a very good tool for me that I use. Uh, in terms of nutrition, I would say I use the nutrition. I'm a big advocate of consuming the right kinds of food, because food is definitely a medicine, and if you depleting your body, if you pushing your body this hard with running or gym, I always think you're doing yourself a disservice if you are not replenishing with the right kinds of food. So what do I mean exactly by that? Just simple stuff, fruit, vegetables, root vegetable. I love a lot of root vegetables, so sweet potatoes, beets, carrots,
Definitely.
uh, those kind of stuff, and fruits. I love a lot of fruits. So mostly in the summer, if you watch, I eat a lot of watermelon for the hydration and also for the carbohydrates. Some days I can eat the whole watermelon, believe it or not. um, so I wouldn't I wouldn't pinpoint one specific food, but I would say if the simple you can keep it, like those single ingredient we've all heard about, the simple you can keep it, I would say the better of for you. My favorite would be in the summer, mostly watermelon. I eat a lot of papaya. I eat a lot of pears. And then the vegetables, mostly the root vegetables, sweet potato, beets. I eat a lot of beets, especially when I'm training for races. I'm not a big pasta person, so the night before a big long run, I would mostly get some sweet potatoes, some beets, with carrot with it. That would be my go-to carbohydrate.
Awesome.
I'm a big protein person too, so I'm getting my chicken in on a regular basis. I think I overdose on protein. I supplement with some whey protein. I think we all know, like after your hard workout, you want to make sure. But I consume a lot of animal protein that I don't even get need the whey protein.
Supplement, yeah. Very cool. Man, we've covered so much. This has been amazing, Benjamin. Thank you. I'm wondering if you could just leave one last thought for runners out there.
Hmm. So running is a very powerful tool. It's a very powerful tool for me. I don't want to lose the ability of not being able to run personally, because I know what they can do for you. So I'm doing everything. So anybody listening to me, if running has done something for you mentally, physically, emotionally, I will protect it with everything you got. So that means do whatever you can do to not lose the ability, because a lot of people are begging to get that one last run done in their lives. And so if you have the ability to do it, do whatever you can do so you'll be able to continue to do it for as long as possible.
Yes, longevity. You heard it here. Benjamin Saah. Thank you
Yes.
so much for joining. For the listeners out there, definitely check out Benjamin on Instagram. Check out his socials. Follow him. Lots of great lessons. Thank you so much for joining, man. This has been amazing.
Thanks for the invitation, and hopefully we can pick up some run in the park. I know
Right on.
you're super fast, but I'll try my
Ah,
very best to to keep up with you. Let's pick up some miles in the park very soon.
absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
David.
All
And
right.
and also I have to come listen to one of your music very soon.
Yeah, dude.
You know you're a
Yeah.
very good guitarist, so
Right on. Thank you.
all right.
All right, man.